Hello everybody and welcome back to Green Hell. So I have done a little bit of mud farming, as you can see. I finished the this mud shed here, so I was able to get up to here, and I just did these two roof parts here so I could get the mud in along this section and along to the end. Now I was thinking after I finished my video yesterday about how I wanted to set the base up, what I wanted to do, where I wanted to put some stuff. And I was thinking that this end here, which I thought I might put some dryers and stuff like that. I actually think what I might do in this 5 section here, 5 squares, which looks like a bit of a U, is I might put some plant beds down there to be on the first level, so I can easily access some food plants down here. So bananas, the soursops, which are the green fruits, maybe a nut tree, probably a couple of banana ones, to be honest, for the carbs. So yeah, I was thinking of doing that. So if I can get the mud finished here, so I've got easy access to these 5, I'll then go and have a look for some logs, so we can get those down as soon as possible and get the plants growing as quick as possible. So that's my plan now, is to get these 5 at the end done so that we can get the plant beds up and running as quick as possible. I'm hoping that I'll easily be able to get 5 beds in here, obviously. I'm hoping to maybe be able to squash them up a little bit more to get maybe 4 in across this one, and then 1 each on the ends. We'll have to see how that lays out though. I've got to get the mud down, of course, first, so I can lay the bed frames down and see the garden bed frames down, see how that goes. I'll still put some on the top, of course, because they look nice. It'll break up the I'm not going to say bleakness, but it might look a little bit boring depending on how it goes. But the plants on the roof are always a good idea. I've done that before, and I think that ends up being good. Also, I think with plants growing here, it'll block off a bit of the view of this camp. So I was going to put in walls here and say put dryers in and stuff like that. I can still do that, obviously, but if I'm going to have plants here, I'll obviously not be having roofs. So I think this section here will just be like a separate little area just for plants. I'll probably put frames in though, so I can put the fencing around still. It probably won't go any higher. No, it won't go any higher, because if I go higher, that means it'll just be a waste of frames, because there won't be anything above it, because if I put floors in above it, that'll stop the rain watering the plants. So a little bit of change of plan. I was kind of just going to work the mud from here and work my way up, but I figured if I can get these in and get these beds up and running, that might be the best option. The only thing is that I've not come across one of the green plants for quite a few days in this location, so I don't actually have any seeds. I've got some bananas in a chest over there, so I can easily harvest those. The nut trees are plentiful to plant nuts, so I'll need to find a green tree, otherwise I have to run back to my old base and get some seeds from there, which I'd rather not do, but I'm not not sure if I can walk on that mud when that's not complete. But I'd rather not. I don't really want to have to keep going back. I mean, there are a few things I want from that base, but I didn't really want to go. I didn't want to have to go back so soon, but I was thinking I was going to have to bring a fair few of the seeds back. It's just that I don't have anywhere to store them unless I'm actually planting them straight away, because I don't want to have to build another chest just over on the bank. I'd rather wait until I can build more in the base. So I'm a little bit space limited, because I don't want to just drop the seeds, because they'll eventually despawn and it's a waste of time. So that's not enough mud. So that's that plan. So we'll do 10, so just 2 more. I'll need to do 2 more lots of mud to finish this up, so we can put the frames down. Let's put that in. So multiplayer's coming out. It's Monday for me where I am, so I think I'll have to wait until tomorrow. I'm not actually sure, I haven't checked to see if the multiplayer's up yet. I know it's supposed to be of the 6th or the 7th, I can't remember now. Oh, it's either maybe tomorrow then, tomorrow or Wednesday for me. Oh, I'm so excited about playing multiplayer. It's going to be brutal. I'm pretty sure some of you are subscribed to the same channels that I do, and you probably saw some of the multiplayer that was played over the weekend on Game Edge channel. That was, yeah, brutal. I knew it would be, because this is a hard game to get the hang of in single player. The very, very first game I ever played, I was dead in half an hour. Went insane, couldn't start a fire, couldn't find anything to build where I'd spawned in. Didn't know my way around particularly. These spawners? Oh, they are, excellent. Yeah, didn't know my way around. I'd watched heaps of videos, but watching them and then being dropped into the jungle yourself, a little bit of a different story. So I knew multiplayer would be hard, because you think it will be easier because there's people around to help, but when you're trying to find food for multiple people rather than just one person, makes it really hard. So I am looking forward to playing it though, just to see how it goes. So yeah, looking forward to it. Really was really happy when I found out there was going to be multiplayer anyway, but finding out that we were still pretty much on track considering the worldwide situation, that was a bit of a surprise. So yes, I'm now. So how many? We've got 12 there, so that will be enough. It's caught on the log. Right, excuse me doing my little carry cheat, because when you've got this many to carry, one more, yep, 3 kilos each, or I'm in kilos here, so I say kilos. So there we go. Yeah, so it's pretty handy. When you've got a lot to carry, it's, yeah, it's a little bit, it just saves so much time and actual stamina as well, that rather than having to do multiple runs up and down. Oh, there we go. I'm not justifying using it or anything, it's just my personal thing. If I can save time and stamina when you're doing big builds, it does make all the difference. I mean, I know that the devs are aware that you can do this, because I didn't know at the time, but I read that originally when you did it, it didn't affect your weight. So whatever the weight was, whatever you had on the crafting table to carry wasn't affecting your weight. But they changed that, so yes, let's say these weigh 3 kilos, it all adds to your weight when you put them on the crafting table. So they're aware of it. Whether they're just not bothering or it's something they're working on and haven't quite figured out how to stop it yet. Like the little cheat thing where you could snap the frames in where they weren't supposed to be. Similar, I suppose, situation to that, which they did remove, which was a bit unfortunate. I never used it. I like to work my way if I've got issues, like I have with this build. I had issues where I couldn't build. I prefer to figure out how to work around it. Oh, there's a nice stock of snails on there. I just ate my last snails earlier. So let's see, how many of these beds? So I think we'll put these right in the middle. Yep, up there. I've noticed a lot of these glitches with the birds just flying in the one spot since I've been here. I didn't notice it there were birds at the other camp. I never noticed it there. But I haven't taken advantages, like I haven't been, shooting them out of the sky when I've been doing it. Oops. Oh, just a tiny, there we go. Does that look about, yep. Okay, so, let's see how we go with putting in some, if we try and put them really close. Not just within the... So I know you can get these quite close to the edges. One. Oops. I'll have to go stick hunting too. I've got none on me. The few that I did have, I put in the... I put in the furnace. 2. Oh, actually, one we might be able to get... Possibly get 5 then on this row. Three. No, I won't get 5 in. So I'll probably spread these out a little bit more then. Yeah, I'll spread them out a little bit more, so they've got the same similar gap. Yeah. Excuse me. I like to have everything as lined up as I can. Bugs me if they're not. So let's just get rid of that one and this one, and we'll just put a small gap. Is that one? Oh, of course, because that one's right up near the edge, isn't it? Oh, we'll move that one too. So if we line that one up with that one, we should be okay. And about in the center. Yep. Then hopefully we'll still be able to get the 2 in there, just not even straight there. Oops. Sorry. 1 and... Oh, did I leave myself enough gap? No, I didn't. Oh, jeez. Alright, I think what I'll have to do is... Don't need to be closer. Oh, maybe like right there. Well, that was fortuitous. Hopefully that one's just slot straight in that spot. Hopefully, please. No. Still too close. Have to move them out a little bit more so they're not lined up with the others. Okay. And oops. So yeah, hopefully actually while I'm running around looking for sticks and logs, I might come across one of the green fruit trees. That will be excellent, so I can get some seeds. I'm also just hoping I can find enough logs. I have to go up there for the logs. There's probably still some. Oh, please fit. Oh, excellent. There we go. That's just there. Yep. Oh, sorry. Just pull that one back a little bit. There. But they look. Yes, that's. Yes, happy with that. Right, let's just put these in so they're out of the way. And let's go and find some sticks for a start. I was needing to go for sticks anyway because I need to fill that back up. But we'll put the sticks in over. Put the sticks over in the beds, the small sticks into the furnace, and then we'll need to come back for some more sticks because there's 6, need 24 sticks. Oh, there's plenty here though, around these areas from where I've cut down trees before, so there won't be a shortage of sticks. So the last log tree that I found was up here, which I used to do one of the last frames in the water. So I know there's no more up here. I walked around for ages just double checking that there were none right up against the cliff or, you know, hey armadillo. So, I mean, I understand why we can't cut these big ones down, of course, because they're our rope trees. So, yeah, definitely wouldn't want to cut them down. We are full of rope. We don't need it at the moment, but I like to have it on me just in case. You never know. You might have oh, I need to build this right here, and you don't have the rope, and it can be frustrating. So I really, really wish we had rope storage, like perhaps some sort of a rack, not necessarily a chest. Let me find one more small stick. Oh, it doesn't matter. No, I'll just pop these small sticks in here. Yes, some sort of a rope storage. Perhaps a similar setup to this, that you can hang them on. Perhaps some type of, you know, like the dryer, you need a whole load of bone needles to hang them on, something like that. There would be another use for bones. That should be 10, yeah. It would be another use for bones if you need to use the needles to hang them from. Maybe you would need to make them into hooks, actual bone hooks. Another use for them, or perhaps another use for the fishing. The fish bones, to make some hooks to hang the rope. It seems a little bit odd that you can store everything else. Oh, well, I've got a stash of feathers going. Yeah, sorry, in my chest, and I'm not sure if there's a spare slot on the dryer for a piece of meat anyway. Oh, here we go. Just wondering where's all the sticks gone. I wonder if the sticks... See, I didn't think the sticks that you cut down, that fell after you cut a tree, I don't really particularly thought they despawned. And, oh, I was just in there. Obviously I've cleared over that other area a bit more. How many is that? Oh, that's only 4 small sticks. It's not a lot. I don't know where they all are. They do seem to have disappeared a bit. I did cut down... Oh, just saw some nuts. I did cut down a few trees down near the shore, so I think we'll take that as well. Oh, yeah, it might help if I pick it up. Oh dear, I'm looking for it to harvest it and I hadn't even picked it up. Okay, I'm actually just going to keep these shells too. I've got a couple of shells near where the dryers and the hammock is, but I've only got 2 shells there. And it's not exactly a lot of water to fill you up after you've slept, because the bottoms I've got on me have been carrying dirty water most of the time. So I haven't bothered. I've just been running backwards and forwards to where I've got coconut shells or... I don't particularly want to harvest those big ones for small sticks at the moment. Now yes, I cut down a couple of trees around this area, so I wonder if any of the sticks are still here. What time is it? It's got dark quick. Oh, I'm also tanking a little bit too. I'll have to get back and get some of the bananas out of the chest.
I need to rest.
Yep, let's head back. What do we need? Alright, have I... No, it's all still in the chest. I've got a piece of dried tortoise meat too in the chest. Grab that. Well, let's see if there's... Grab these too. Oh god, these armadillos are so cute. Did I spot? Yes, I did. I actually think I'll harvest one of those too, to get some seeds for that, since I found one. No space. Oh yes, we do have one slot. Pop that on there. I went out looking for stone. Like I needed stones to make a new axe. Couldn't find any around here, so I went off. Actually, just where I've been looking for sticks, and I came across a cappy up there, so I grabbed it. So that's why the dryers are all completely full again. Yep, let's head down here. No, probably toss up whether I should have made a chest back up there too, but it's easier to have the chest where I'm working. There's the meat. Have we got room for these feathers? Excellent. I think that's a full stack now. Nope, still put some on. No, they're both full. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let's take some of those. That way. That one. Those. And actually, I've got ones in here that are a bit older. So I'll take that one out. Swap those. Yeah, so the peacock bass. That's where those fish bones came from. Nice peacock bass that I cooked on the fire. And well, what are these? Oh, let me harvest one of those while I remember. Oh, tiny seeds. At least they shouldn't have a problem. Oh, they're so small, and yet the space they take up in the chest is infuriating sometimes. How much room things take up in the chest. Yep, that's good. Oh, sorry, there's no more meat in there. No, we got... Grab a banana for the morning and probably munch on those too. Oh, quickly, just before we sleep, let's chuck in these that we've got. It's still not enough. There'll be a few more. I think we should be able to fill these and just have that one left. Yep, excellent. Excellent. Yes, I think it will be definitely a better option to get some plants going sooner rather than later. Oh, I must remember to harvest one of the bananas too. They take a couple of days. I think it's 2 days, isn't it, before they spoil. So that'll be fine. Okay. Now, what have we got on the racks? So all Cappy, I believe. Yes, it all is. So I'm trying to, that one over there I'll probably just leave unless I'm desperate. This one I'm rotating stuff on and off. So, oh, wrong button. Add just some water. Okay, excellent. Yeah, so it does make a little bit more of a difference having just a little bit more water here. I suppose. Alright, let's just have a quick swim over and see if we can locate where there might be some log trees. I know it sounds silly calling them log trees. And I'm sorry, Mr. Turtle. I think I may just leave the my pots, my 4 metal pots back at the other base I've got, and just use turtle shells over here. Yes, just getting a little bit of a stash of the droppings in readiness for the beds. I believe there's enough now. Oh, there might be one short. With that one, is that a double one or a... No, that's just a single one. I think there may be 5. That might take the tally in the chest to 5. 5 lots of poop for the... Oh, right, so we've got one here. Oh no, we've got a few here. So, oh, excellent. This is a good spot. Actually, this is around the bend, isn't it? Yeah. So I can just run around. Actually, just run around here. Good. Good, that's what I need to know. If there was a little area where I could actually grab quite a few trees. Do we have a clearing or something? Yeah, I like to put this little area here behind this rock with these flowers. I try to find myself little landmarks for myself. I've already taken one from here by the looks of it. Little landmarks, so I know, like, I'll chop some down while I'm here, and I'll leave them in that spot. And then I can come and grab them. I'll know where to look. I won't be running around like a headless chook in the jungle trying to find where the stuff is that I found. I did this virtually everywhere. I always try to find a clearing or an area that is very easily seen. Now, look, I'm not seeing the others. I saw quite a few. And now I'm not seeing the others. I must be blind. I swear I saw 3 or 4 trees. And now I'm not seeing any. Oh goodness, did I come back up? I must have come back over slightly differently. Must also keep my eyes out for the green fruit trees. Oh, there's another one. Oh, totally blind. And there's another one. Alright. It's so easy to get yourself lost sometimes, especially if you're in an area. I mean, I've been here before. I spent quite a bit of time here early in the game. But I never particularly explored this side of the water other than to get the... Oh, look at that up there. Except to get the recipes for the dryer and whatever else is up there. Thank you, I'll take that. Oh, something. Something else to take and harvest for... I'll harvest it now because it won't weigh so much. To use for planting. I know the Malango, which is what these are, they go in one of the small planters, but that's alright. Because those things are awesome. I'll probably grow, unless I find some more around, I'll grow a few and just harvest them so I've got a stash. You can't exactly call them seeds, they're not bulbs, but I call them bulbs. I'm sure there's a technical term that I'm completely forgetting. So I just need to start keeping my eye out for things to, I suppose I should pick some more of these up for the other bed. Yeah, just for other things to plant. There. Now I'm just not spotting that other long stick. Unless it bounced weird. Which is one of the things about this area that's not quite so good is the fact that because everything's on a slope, when you drop some, there's something else to harvest. And there's another tree. Yeah, I'm not seeing that stick. Full. Well, let's just try. That was this one, wasn't it? Went that way. There's a possibility that it bounced further than I thought. I am not seeing it though. Oh, no doubt I'll probably come across it when I'm cutting down some other stuff. So this is the one thing I don't like about the slopes, is that it's easy to lose. Easy to lose things. So I always try and watch where everything goes when I can. Oh, I've got too much on me now. Alright, let's just pop these into this area. Get those 2 long sticks, which hopefully won't overburden us. How heavy are we? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean we've got a 4 stack of... Yep, okay. So, this direction. I'm completely on the wrong one again. But it's so easy to lose. Oh, that's one. Now, is that the one from the other one, or is that one from the newest one I've just cut down? So now, means I've now. That's... I'm missing 2 long sticks now. It's not a huge... Nope, there we go. So we're still just missing 1. It's alright. Anyway, let's go and grab this cassava that I spotted and now can't see. There he goes, right in front of me. Because I'll probably grow one. Alright, let's just take the chance of eating while I'm a tiny bit dirty. There we go. Harvest. Yep, nice. Go. So I can keep a track of what I'm carrying. Okay, so I'll leave that stuff there while I head back and drop those sticks off and pop those seeds and bulbs. That's really root. I mean, they're more like roots, aren't they? Yeah, into the chest. So we're not quite so heavy. So yeah, still got to find a green fruit tree. I think I've seen 1, to be honest. That's now clean. Right, small sticks in here. I'll also drop those. I think I'll drop those 2 turtle shells down back there for a bigger lot of water. Okay, so that's sticks in. I'll put the remainder of the sticks in the furnace. Oh, nearly full, that's good. Ah, stuff in the chest. If it'll fit. Now let's harvest a banana. Okay. There. The reason why I've got all these bone needles is just in case I wanted to build another dryer, to be honest. Excellent, they've stacked nicely. So let's see if we can get all these in. Everything's stacking weird. It's stacking all on top of each other. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I've got 4 lots of droppings. I have a thing about putting droppings on specific plants. I'll put them on those. Oh, yeah. Seriously, you want to take up that much room? That is ridiculous. I only put the droppings... Oh, that doesn't make sense. Sorry, that's just weird. I only put the droppings on the plants. This is one of those weird glitches in the box again. See, and now it won't let me put those back there. Right, let's move these stones and see if that will make a difference. Yeah, this... I hate how this... Really hate how this happens sometimes. Alright, it's just that the whole area seems to be a dead zone at the moment. Yeah, sometimes it will... I had feathers there before, and now it doesn't want to. Oh well. While we're here, do we need anything out? Are we clean? We'll eat that, that, and that. And, alright, let's go and I can put one of those tortoise meat on the dryer. Oh, I should have saved one of those bits of coconut to put on the fire, because I'll cook this other piece of meat up. Actually, I think I just saw a coconut drop, so there's one. So let's take that and cook that up too. Let's remember to take it this time before we try and harvest it. Let's get the fire going. And oops, that might help.
Bitch!
Oh, there's a whole stash of bones here from the last cappy I caught. I'm not sure why I put them down here. It's not like I'm going to use them in a... I suppose I could put one of the turtle shells on here, actually. Maybe make it... yeah, I might make a bone broth. That's not a bad... And luckily I've got water there. Let's just go back and grab a bone. Let's grab that one. Yeah, a little bit of protein will be handy. Yeah. Alright, let's just let that meat cook up. Just drop these down here too. I'll just find it handy to have somewhere that I can quickly grab a drink once he wakes up. So that's 25. So that's nearly 100 water there. Let's grab a few of these sticks to top the fire up. And yeah, excellent, we could just use that 5 to douse the fire when it's time. So, actually I might harvest up another banana. Have 2 bananas, the cassava, a nut tree, and the green fruit tree. Yeah. The bananas always seem to be the handiest ones. And I'll put the animal droppings on the bananas and the green fruit tree and the nuts. I won't put it on the cassava because once I cut the cassava down and it has to be ploughed, all that the fertilizer's gone, so I tend to not bother using the droppings. If I've got something else that's gone, like some plant matter, I pop that on for a little bit, but I don't fully fertilize the what I call consumable plants, the ones that need to be ploughed over again. I used to drop a little bit of fertilizer into the bamboo sticks plots that I had back at my other, because I was going through those a lot. Once I'd cut down all the native ones, I needed all those to continue building. So I had, I think, 12 plots going, and I put a little bit of fertilizer in each one just to get them grow a little bit quicker. Otherwise, I was not really concerned because they seem to grow quite fast. I found the bamboo. Excellent, so that's ready to go. That will give me, yep, see, 15 proteins, that's pretty good. So yeah, that will be handy to have that sitting there. So what I think I'll do next, obviously, is head back over here and I'll start bringing the logs back once I figure out Alright, I'll just go straight up here. Where am I in relation to where? I cut the stuff down. Just grab those. Because I think I took most of the bananas off over the river. So we were near a big rock and we must be close. Here we are. Yeah, so I'll start bringing the logs back down and work out how many more I need. It looks like I've got one. Looks like I've got enough logs here for 2 of the beds, so I'll obviously need to cut down a few more. And I think we'll leave it there. So yeah, I'll cut down some more trees, take them all back over, and get ready to do some planting of what I can plant in the next episode. And I'd say try and find a green fruit tree. Perhaps there might be one over here, so I'll have a look around, and if I can, I'll grab that and get some seeds. So I will see you all later. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you're enjoying the build so far. It's going off in a couple of different directions. I was planning just to do mud today, but then when I thought about the beds, I thought I'd better get that started. So I'll see you all again soon, and take care of yourselves. Bye!